I know there are so many other venues that you could have gone to. People usually enjoy going to Vic Falls so that they can go and cruise and so on, some Kariba, some wherever. But Masarudza Kuno, I think there is a reason why you are here. And I hope and trust that your objectives, Zamawia Kuno, will be fruitful. This town, or rather this constituency, KADOMA, a constituency surrounded nema mines. Some of them have closed, and also farms. Why we have come here, I think has something to do with this town as well, especially this constituency, where we have so many mines. Most of our young girls in the area are now married at a very, very young age. Why? Because of unemployment. Why? Because of what we now call chikorokoza. Kuni makorokoza akawanda. Because the closure of mines and so on, vazhinji vafana vakuenda mining, zvokungo batira. And therefore, vane mari idzodzo dzavanowana vachimaina vari kuroora, and vana vari kuroorwa, you'll be surprised when you go out there how young they are. Some of them even come to my place. Unfortunately or fortunately, ndinogara murukisheni chaivo chaivo. Vamwe vanouya very young girls vatizwa nevakomana vaya vaya havachakwanisa kuriritira vana. Some of them vana vanorwara and so on. I think your cause, it's a very important cause. I hope and trust that when you go out, you visit some of the areas that have nema mines, nema farms, like this one. And studies achiona futi ma areas akadai. Ndoda kupromise kuti mukabuda out there. I know tikakurumbidza kupedza, some of you muda kufamba muchirohwa nekamhepo and so on. This place is violence free, so you can go wherever you want.
Also pay specific attention to children's rights. So when you're looking at children's rights, these are legally binding norms and standards for the care and protection of children that apply to all children at all times in all situations. So we are saying just like human rights, these are the moment a child is born, they become automatically entitled to their rights, isn't it? Just like me and you. Because we are humans, we automatically have that human rights, isn't it? So that's what we are supposed to do as civil society, to assist children to write on their own. What? My examples. I remember when we came to KADOMA, the child-led group, my examples, what the MP was saying. I don't know, I think 30 girls dropped out of school in one term due to pregnancies. So those are the issues, and that's how we measure how we are performing. It comes to policy issues that we've taken to the courts. We know with the existence of the Constitutional Court, civil society we have made, I think we are trying to utilize that. If you feel that the government has not addressed our child rights violations adequately, we have said we should take our issues to the Constitutional Court, isn't it? If someone asks you how has been the court responding to children's rights issues, I think they've done perfect. They are responding well. I think this is also because of other engagement that we have done with the courts to say there should be child rights based approach, etc.
Madzimai mazhinji ezvinezvi vachikusunukira kumareserve hapana record. Kunotozoti maybe after 3 years mwana unenge achienda manje kuma ECD ndopatanga kufunga kuti ndikudikanwa mapepa kutanga unotsvaka mapepa aya ndo zvinoita kuti uzoita percentage dzakakura kudai idzi vana vasina kuwekwa. Perhaps you want to sit and say ngakuitwe ma places anosunukira vana kwese kwese, because tinogara example sebhinga yedu but haisiwo yega, wakawanda pasi kuti kona ngotaurwa pinga kona mahenye kusina kana motikari inosvika right at the corner wakupinda Mozambique. Imwe kona igere zvayo hakuna kana hospital. So ngatiite zvimwe zvinhu tichitisa, saka toita sei kuti zvigadzirike. Got what they call the manual that officers use. Daita iratidzwa mangwana manual yacho kuti inoti chii, ndo pane nyaya pakushaya vana birth certificates. My requirements are also I just observed but I the registration apa my manja voter registration ndichiverenga manual yacho, so is totally against what the constitution is saying. Mwana ari kunzi it's a right kuti mwana awane birth certificate, but kuti awane birth certificate zviri kudiwa zvacho. I hope we will have somebody from there and have a manual to imboitaris. Then
education ndiyo iri kuleka vana vari kumamichazo zvambotaurwa nahonorable Ningiri kuti Ningiri workshops edu aya asangove town based, ngadzikewo achienda kumamisha kuti vana vokumamisha vanyanya kubatsirika. Tikati tarise kazhinji vana vari kumamisha ndo vari kunyanya kutambudzika iyo yatonzwa kurepwa kwa 75 yepeseni mukamunzwa une ari kumusha une asiri muno vana vanozoabhiswawo na sugar daddy chichi, asi dzimwe dzenguri vane vachitoziva zvavana vachita vana. Tinokumbirawo maprogramu aya kuti adzike kumamisha.
Ndiri kukumbira kuti iyemi wemaorganization muri kuitisa matraining aya, zvakakosha kuti mubate member of parliament woga muconstituency make kumusha kuti tiri kuuya ikoko kuitira kuti nyaya iyi isvike paground pane vanhu. Ini ndounganidza vanhu mouya nenyaya yenyu toiparura tiri pamwe chete. Why vana vari kuabhuzwa, vana vari kumusha, vane vabereki vanana mbuya vari kupiwa mbudzi nemasabhuku kuti musataura kuti sekuru vakarepa mwana sabhuku tonopiwa chimbudzi kana chimombe chigotora chada danga rotozara, asi uri kuuraya upenyu hwemwana. Saka tatifunga kuti iyi nyaya tikaitaurawo tiri area iri kunyanya kubuda nyaya idzodzi.
Solution was made to come up with a child rights policy to ensure that ministries and departments are able to work together in a coordinated manner to advance the rights of the child. But for how long do we keep on working on adopting and enacting? And this started 2012, this is 2018.
The report shows that that's the challenge. So I think the issue of child rights policy is a good one. Say trying to coordinate. It's not trying to take away children from education or take away children from health. It's recognized that education is a part to play, but they need to coordinate.
Of the child rights policy. Where is it? What are the challenges in terms of it moving forward? What action should be taken to ensure that the process moves forward, it goes forward as quickly as possible? Number two, tasking the responsible ministry. We worked with the Ministry of Health and Child Care, it was Child Welfare then, to provide detailed update to you on the status of the child rights policy. To say, as a ministry or as a department, NPAC, can you please provide us a detailed update on the status of the child rights policy? Then from there, it will be easier then for you also as members of parliament to make noise, or if you are coming up with motions towards the enactment, adoption of the child rights policy. By when? I hope we're going to agree to say, when are we going to get feedback from you? When are we going to also get communication? When are you going to communicate to the responsible ministry to provide feedback on the child rights policy?
It's very simple.
Thank you for that.
Just ask a simple question to the relevant minister. Then he'll give us an answer.
Thank you very much.
Kuti tigare panapa as responsible parents and agree kuti yuko mwana hafani kurohwa zvamu chose. I think apana zvatiri kuita. Tinobva tangogumisira chienda paya kuti mwana anokwanisa kuenda achidzoka hake anytime yaanoda kana kuramba kuenda kuchikoro anati handidi I think ngatisiye kufamily tongoti edu haikuna bva wari wafanika kurova mwana urova imbwa yapinda mumba.
Hatizozivi malimits ekurova vana. Tine maticha akauraya vana muzvikoro, maparents akauraya vana and so on. So unless kuda taita prescribed by law kuti kalimit kekurova kacho kane kakadii kanozomeshiwa kunzi chipuranga chauchatora chakadii chingoinflicta kamaina nengi, which is very difficult, but otherwise to be safe as a nation, let's just live. Because vana vakafa ende kona vana vakaurawa. There's a certain teacher at Musume, I did that case, I was the one who investigated it. Angotora chipuranga so mu class akarova a form 3 student angoputsika pafloor akatofira ipapo. This teacher is charged with murder. Just look at it. Apanga ngotobuda ndiri correcta mwana. So such issues I think it's very controversial.
And then those from at least a rich background, munovabata sei vamwanozodi vana vanonetsa vana from a very poor background kudisciplina. Why? Because zvavanobona zvavari exposed to. Vamwe vanovata murwani room yakanzi nekajira, vana iku kwakarenta vamwe uku kwakarenta vamwe, vamwe vanouya nemaboyfriend usiku vobva kubhawa, chana chiri papa chakangonzi nechiketeni chinonzva zvese. Chana ichocho chatova chakagongomara kana wakuita kunyaya dzediscipline, mwana yeye is different from mwana ari kukura avete mumba make mega neTV yake. This I'm talking from experience. Uyu mwana ari kubva from this background yatataura yekuti une imba yake, ane TV yake, unoita zvose, ukangomuti zvawaita izvi hausi kuzoenda kuVic Falls this coming holiday, unoita discipline imwe unochaiwa kuti chi ngoti ndatotaurira baba vako vandiudza kuti you are not going for holidays, you will be at home uchichengeta pamba. That's enough punishment for that child. And then ichi chimwe chakagongoma kunyashimudza chipi achiterei kusana kwokuti mashindisa kudisciplinary kumbono kwako chome yachoita chimwe kwacho.
Pamunenge muri kuteachers college makanzi ruoko rwesha munosumudza kusvika papi kuti tizomezha kuti kana yazoita police case then law inogona kuprotecta kuti havangosumudza kusvika pamameters anobvumira. And I think muno mumatiro mune vanhu vakaenda kuma-teachers colleges, even vamwe vatoshanda navo, asi mhinduro yandakawana vose vakaenda ku-teachers college vakati hapana any part of the curriculum inoti teacher unofanira kurova mwana, hapana izvozvo. Saka mukatarisa mavhidhiyo atinoona anobuda pasocial media, mwana achitiza kupinda mukona kana kupinda pasi pedeska achizvambaradzwa muklasi, isu tichingoti nokuti ini pandakadzidza ndakasvika kuita graduate noundairohwa. Saka zvinoreva here kuti ini zvandakararama ndozvofanira kurarama mwana wangu. Kuda ndaikura ndichifamba 10 kilometers kuenda kuchikoro. Saka hurumende ngairege kuvaka zvikoro padhuze nepakugara vanaka nokuti vanofanira kungorarama zvandakararama samai vavo kana baba vavo. Saka kufunga kweduwo kunofanira kuenda kuchidini kuchichinja.
It's about the age. The definition of who a child is. The age is below 18 years. As long as one is below 18 years,
It's a child.
if you do anything that is rape, statutory rape, no matter how much rape,
Defining a child, whilst the Constitution talks about a child is a person who is below the age of 18, you find the Children's Act has various definitions of a child. Ndichapa my example. Inoti section 2 inotaura hayo zvekubvumira nebumbiro remutemo, but inotaura nyaya yekuti an infant, pane young person, pane a child.
Whilst pane nyaya age, as pane nyaya yekubvumirana, nyaya dzerepo. nyangwe mukadzi akaita sewoyo kana asingadi chete it's a rape nyangwe ane 60 years iri apana nyaya yekuti anga pane consent nongotaura but kuvana manje chimiro chacho I'm happy masitaura nyaya yekuti realign mutemo wanga uchiti mwana ane 12 years dzika cannot consent to a sexual relationship saka nyangwe ukamubata muchidana namaidi irape handitika but waizoenda further kubva pagore rosvika pa16 ndoyamaiti statutory yemwana mudiki mabata mwana ari mwana mudiki asi kana akangoita 17 ne18 muchibvumirana there is no rape. Yes, there was no rape. Get it correct, and that is the position yemutemo. That's why realignment ichidiwa because kana ane 17 years achita form 6 or all tikangourirana tangodana tadana there is no rape.
But constitution not 18.
Constitution yakuti 18. That's why realignment is important.
I wish to applaud the government of Zimbabwe for providing such an enabling environment for interaction between civil society and the government to deal with issues that are very pertinent to all of us, the issues of the rights of children. I've been here for about 5 weeks now, and I'm learning quite a bit about Zimbabwe. I've had a little glimpse into the constitution of Zimbabwe that has quite an elaborate section on the rights of children. Not many countries have such, so we want to applaud the government for that. Plan as an organization has an ambition. Right now we have a global strategy. I think probably Sungi talked a little bit about it yesterday, where we want to create an impact and reach 100 million children, particularly girls. In the short period that I've been here, I've had a little bit of mention about girls. We are a child rights organization, but now we are emphasizing the issue of girls. Having been in existence for over 70 years as an organization and talking about the rights of children, we are realizing that we can't just bundle all children as children. I think different children are affected in different ways. That's why now the organization is making an emphasis on the rights of girls. I think you rightly have also mentioned some of the specific issues that face girls. We've talked about menstrual hygiene, we've talked about teenage pregnancies. When a girl gets pregnant, usually it's out of friendship sometimes with a fellow child sometimes. But it's the girl who will drop out of school. The future of such a child is usually affected. So if we even look at the statistics of women who are going higher and we compare, we begin to question why are women fewer. So we need to capture some of these challenges and the root causes of these problems at a lower level to enable the girls to journey along with the men. I think for development to happen in a country, we need to move along both the women and men. So therefore the boys and girls need to move along. So as an organization, we are not leaving behind the boys. We are looking at both the boys and girls, but we are also emphasizing the particular challenges and the concerns that face the girls. When we look at some of our laws, including some of the international standards that a country like Zimbabwe has ratified, both at the regional level, at the African level, and at the global level. They are very good in protecting children. Then we have those that protect women as well. But you'll find that the girl whom we have seen that has particular challenges is again invisible in the laws that protect children, in the laws that protect women. So we need
you have spoken about issues to do with birth certificates. All the other issues have been spoken about. I specifically took the sex issue because it's one of the critical elements that is not actually included in much of the work that we do. Some of the questions, some of the issues that the girls raise, the fathers and the mothers don't actually speak to their children directly about these issues. The first thing they'll say, "Ukaita numbu ndinokudzinga pano." You understand? Baba vanokuuraya. So you'd realize that this is how we speak. We don't actually engage with our children, and this is why I said comprehensive sexual education is something that is quite deep. But the first thing is, if your child gets to 15 or she starts going for her periods, now our children are going for my periods are 10. And when you sit with this child, what are you going to talk to this child about? Because the onset of a period means a lot of things. She can get pregnant, her hormonal levels are high, all those things. Are we able then to say, "Mwana, uchasvika panguva yekuti uchabuda mazamu, uchasvika panguva yekuti uchada vakomana, kana nguva iyoyo yasvika, zvinozodai zvikazodai zvikazodai." So comprehensive sexual education is not only for the Ministry of Education, but for every other aspect where this child is found. So there are different aspects of it that comes with it. But also, you'd realize that your wife, for example, it could be me. And when I got into the marriage, I got into the marriage when I was 16, and it was okay. And look at me, it all reminding me. So I can impart the same knowledge that I had in my abusive marriage to my child, because nobody came to me and gave me another aspect. So whatever it is then that we are bringing to our children, sometimes it is the experiences that we have got, or because sometimes we actually don't have the capacity to speak to our children about issues to do with sex.
What budget lines are going to address the child rights issue that we're discussing here today? So that a budget is a key instrument that can deliver development outcomes to the vulnerable people or to the vulnerable communities. So what it means that a budget is a pro-poor instrument, a budget is a pro-people instrument, and a budget is a child-sensitive instrument. Without effective development of the national budget, so that is the what
we have given ourselves. If we do that, we are going to realize that government is going to align the pieces of legislation as quickly as possible. If we make noise, they are going to bring these laws. And once we do that, we also check the bills at given stages in the process of making our laws. And we have given our deadline as March 2018. We are hopeful that in March, at the end of March, we close Parliament. We go because we're having elections next. So we are
to say this society will also chip in simplifying the technical jargon in most of these bills. We are members of Parliament, but we are not lawyers. Yeah. So we need your input there.
Thank you very much.
Again, on a personal level, I've learned quite a lot. Some of the things that I didn't know. And again, through discussions, Zamam Shita individually, you would find that there's quite a lot that we don't know about children. We need to learn. I thank you very much. Let's have a safe journey back home. Thank you.